Hello everyone, my name is Annaflor Feliprada-Patrizio. I'm from the cohort of last year, so I see my batchmates, my cohort mates here today, and I'm very excited. So I am, in my profession, a legal drug dealer. So I am a pharmacist in trade. I co-founded a community pharmacy in north of Toronto, and with another Filipina. But another side of me is a farmer's daughter. So today I present to you the updates of my last year's global pitch, which originally I called Women in Agriculture Food Processing Business Proof of Concept Project, which you'll agree with me is awfully long. So I nicknamed it Ang Bayis Agri, which in South Cotabato, our dialect there, is Ilonggo, so which means a woman in agriculture. Bayis Agri. So the theory of change. So this one is, I will say, a little ambitious, to provide an opportunity mentoring to young, it's very long, with agriculture, food processing business, to expand, so essentially create a curriculum. The reason why there is agriculture and food processing is because a majority of agriculture in the Philippines always have an issue of overage, which is not being addressed. So that's that portion, and also the marketing. Farmers are not necessarily business people, so that's what this theory of change is. Sorry. Okay, and so the earlier this year, I went to the beneficiary of this project, which is the San Jose National High School in Bangat, South Cotabato, very, very small town. So this is the high school, the faculty of the high school, which they graced me with a picture with them. And the vision statement is to create that curriculum. Okay. Oh, sorry. I don't know how to work my clicker. So our first stakeholder meeting, I had to actually convince the group on why we should focus on women. Although there is equal in that number there, but I had to convince the principal, which is male, why this is focused on women. But another of the stakeholders there is the School Governance Council, which my mother happens to be in a volunteer group president, and myself. So what is the outcome of that? So there are key agreements. So creating a special curriculum really is very ambitious to do it in a public school. So we were, I'm happy to know that there is actually already a existing one with the Department of Education, I think we call it, or CHED. So we're going to use that. Then the Bayis Agri is now the immersion portion, the work immersion portion. And that we will focus on two things, which is the mushroom and the chicken raising. Because there's already faculty that's expert on those topics, so we will just build on that one. Okay, so the update on the mushroom. So we had the initial investment, which is 5,000 pesos, bought us the spawn, 3 cycles of harvest, yielded to 17 kilos. So the easier wins for this one is it needs a smaller space than a rice field. So any woman who has a little bit of a space in their house or backyard can do this. The raw materials are abundant, the banana, and it's a faster yield crop than rice. So the best outcome for me for this project is that it sparked the interest, which is I really wanted the youth to understand that there's money to be made in agriculture. So what challenges did I got into this project is what the variety that we use at that time only lasts for 2 days. It's not even fast enough for us to process it. And that the market value of it is not high. So then this is the update for the native chicken that we have, which with 5,000 peso we have bought us 15 chicks. So organically raised, Madre de Agua is a local plant, which we can incorporate with banana stalks. We just have to give the chickens feed when they're on their laying process. or laying phase. And that in 6 months we will expect those hens to lay eggs. And there's a big organic push in that area that people now learning to want their food organically. So tragedy. So I reported this back in July to our group in July of this year. So the chickens were stolen. It was school property, or 15 chicks. Unfortunately, I know. I was in tears. I was actually more upset than I'm in tears. Anyway, I was ready to throw in the towel. And this is where the spirit of buying So actually the school was really like almost encouraged that this happened in their property. I didn't even know at the beginning, but I think they wanted to save the project. So the whole high school rallied together to collect chickens again. And after 3-4 weeks, they managed to put together 22 chickens just on the high school itself. So this is the saving grace for me, because the community itself wanted this project to continue, and they see the value of it. I only have, I thought I was trying to solve one problem, but I happened to find out that there is a problem in water in that area. So it prevents us from cleaning our chickens, watering our plants. The high school is 68% women, and they don't have access to water. And just imagine being a teenager without water in the bathroom. Sorry. Thank you. So the asks, these are my asks in July, and I still ask for them, please. So this is really more for the retrofitting the old building to become a mushroom, oyster mushroom propagation. We're trying to, from a vulva variety, they call it, to an oyster mushroom, which is a bitter variety. Okay, and so the layering portion of the egg, we wanted to be able to support that as well. Still one of my asks. And fundraising, I was actually in July wanted to fundraise as well for the school. But this is where I wanted the new global pitches this year, see the power of FW and sisterhood. Tita Corey. Through Tita Corey's connections and influence in the region, we were able to request to the governor's office to have that water structure in the school. So I'm happy to say that it's already in the governor's table in South Cotabato, and we're just waiting to hear for budget and whatnot. Bonuses, Tita Corey helped us also. Yes, I've heard it earlier that there's areas in the Philippines that there's no electricity. We managed to have 50 households budgeted for next year to have electricity, and then dialysis supplies. All right, this is another one of we had a community partner finally. And one of the asks for this update is the student social support, where these four young women are the ones who are caretaking our project. And I think that they're not in allowance version, it's more like a work fee for work kind of model, and that will cover the school expenses and whatnot. I just want to finalize, this is my parents, I saw them last night.